Valentine's memories are always supposed to be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah?
No, not really. I've failed almost every Valentine's Day.
In which sense?
I've just failed.
What?
I didn't succeed. Whatever the mission is to achieve on Valentine's Day, I failed because I didn't have enough. Okay, so imagine, it's like a phone battery.
Yeah.
I can pretend to be into this until the battery dies.
Okay.
But I've got a whack battery.
Okay,
so it's like quick. Dead's quick. So then anything I did that was nice, I start to completely undo once the battery is done. But that only happens when you're not with the right person.
That's true.
If you're with the right girl, Valentine's Day, even though it's a necessity, shouldn't be too hard. If you got the right chick, if your girl loves you, bro, you could take a girl McDonald's.
Yeah, of course.
Like if your girl actually loves you, you lot can go McDonald's. You can go anywhere.
You can do anything.
You can. You have to go out. You can't stay in the yard.
When your relationship is new and Valentine's comes, then there's almost this pressure where you feel like you have to just do the most amazing things ever in life.
This is the reason why I think men struggle with Valentine's Day. It's not so much Valentine's Day itself. It's, that thing where if you tell me to do it, I don't want to do it.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's what it is. I think there is like, it feels like you're telling me what to do. Even without, if the girl don't say nothing, the 14th of February feels like you're telling me to love you today.
I hear you. Now, but you know what? If you don't say nothing, you get the world.
Yeah, no, it's not worth it. You have to do it. But what I'm saying is, it just don't. There is a resistance to it.
I hate being told what to do in them type of situations.
Exactly.
But February 14th, where are you taking me?
Yeah.
What, you're not gonna take me here?
But I'm saying, even if she don't say nothing, you're being told if she don't say a word. From February the 1st comes up, some demonic whisper from some ethereal realm or something is saying to you, do something.
Yeah, I hear you.
Do something. And it's just like, it's her. You don't know how she's communicating it to you.
It's true. But to be honest with you, I'm not going to lie. I enjoy doing stuff on Valentine's Day.
Hey, that's if you like your girl. You got to like your girl, bro.
Well, do you know what?
Man go on like say they're bare man or out in relationships where they don't really like their girl.
True.
That's very much a thing.
Yeah, but could you not do something on Valentine's with a girl that's not your girl, but just because it's just the nice thing to do on the day?
Yeah, well, that's probably predominantly what's happening now, because I think relationships aren't a thing no more.
Really?
I think they are, but I think a lot of people are in undefined. We're just out here. I think bare people are just out here, like for years, out here. They ain't nobody ever said, yo, okay, so now you're my girlfriend and you're my boyfriend and we're together and we're.
I know when people are in a relationship. I know when some men are in a relationship, when they're sick.
What do you mean?
When I tell you what, you see when a mad disease licks you. See when a mad disease licks you, or you lose something, like you lose your hand, you lose your leg, or I don't know, like a mad thing happens in your life. That's when you're in a relationship.
We are not listening to women. We are not listening to women pull us up on cheating. If we was listening to women put us up on cheating, I don't think we're listening
to women at all, which is the unfortunate
we
thing.
would have, if we was listening to women talking to us about how we cheat, we would have stopped cheating, because that's all they do. All they do is call us dogs. Like all the woman empowerment memes are about how much we're dogs. We're not listening to them. We will not listen until we start to speak to each other and say, yo, my bro, why you gotta do that for?
Yeah.
You can beat all these chicks and just be single.
There was one thing that one of my brothers told me the other day. I hope she doesn't mind me saying this, but we laughed about it, but it was so insane at the same time when you really deep it. And it really made me think, we actually need to start listening a bit more. Yeah. Basically, she's speaking to this guy over a social media dating app thing, whatever. She lives
Tinder,
far.
bro.
Huh?
Say Tinder.
She lives far. Yeah. Anyway, they're chatting, whatever, boom, 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 boom. Cut a long story short, they've exchanged numbers, Now, there's a couple of things that had happened in this that I know because of, you know what I mean? There's certain situations I've been in, which I understand. So she's told me, boom, he's said to her, oh, by the way, I'm going to be in your area because I need to do X, Y, and Z. Yeah. Straight away, I said, yeah, I know that. Right. I've done that one. Right. I'm going to pretend like I'm in the ends and all of that stuff just so that I can see you. Yeah. So, boom, he's gone. He's done that. That's worked, right? So he's gone and seen her. She said, all right, cool, come check me, whatever. Like, as you're in the area, right? Boom. Gone in the yard. They're chilling. It's late at night. Vibes in, front room, whatever. They're watching a movie now, apparently, or whatnot, yeah? Now, he's obviously trying to pull it on her or whatnot. Cool, he's trying to shoot the shot, right? These times now, she's kind of on a vibe of, I'm not really trying to do this. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, obviously, maybe a kiss or whatever, but I'm not trying to do this or whatnot. But he's like persistently trying to reach for the thing, whatever. He's going. She kept telling him, no. But because she's saying it in a certain type of way, he's thinking in his head that she's just maybe being a bit plainful or whatever. That's the first thing that man need to have to understand. Even if she says no in a joking way, just take it. Because sometimes, you know what? You get some people that say, they might say something, they might say no, but because the situation's uncomfortable, they laugh. You know, like some people just laugh because it's a bit uncomfortable or whatever, and you just want to take the sting out of how serious this whole thing is, whatever. Do you know what he ended up doing, to cut a very long story short, He ended up, and I hope he hears this, because just understand, if this was a different type of girl, you could have been done for rape for this, my G. But anyway, boom. He's like taking his thing out or whatever, and then she's still telling him, in her mind, she's saying to herself, oh my God, how am I going to get this guy out of my house? I might even have to sleep with this guy just to get him out of my house. Sleep that for a minute. In her mind, she's thinking, I might just have to sleep with this guy just to get him out of my house. Yeah. In the end, he's telling her, kiss it, do this with it, do that, whatever. She's not doing it. Anyway, he kept saying, kiss it. And then she was like, no. And then he was like, anyway, too late. The man bust on her jumper.
Bust from what?
Yes. He just nutted on her jumper.
How?
You know what I think, one of them.
How though?
Huh?
How?
It's just... It's outrageous. It's outrageous. Yeah, so we laughed. Me and her both laughed.
Yeah, that's not funny though. Everything before that's not funny.
Not funny. So no, that's still not funny.
I mean,
it's when you really
ruining that jumper.
Yeah, it's not funny. It's not funny because the only reason why it was funny is because of, like, we have a certain type of relationship. Me and her was in tears on the phone laughing at that. But when we came off, when we started digesting it, I'm like, that's not cool.
I will never understand the mindset between doing something with a girl when you know or feel like she don't want to.
I know.
I will never understand that. If you're not interested in me, I'm not interested in it.
Let me tell you this.
How does it work?
Sideman, let me tell you this. In a brain? You see, if you tell me no, if you're not interested in me, you don't have to tell me twice. You do not have to tell me twice. You know what? In fact, I'll make it mad easy.
Bro, sometimes yes means no to me, bro. Like I'm double checking things so much. Yes can mean no. The yes weren't strong. Like
I like bass, that.
Like you can just if you can just mess with the EQ. You know what I mean? Like I just felt like okay, if you sign here and there, like I'm in the like you know what I'm saying? Like when I don't know whether it's because man's in the industry and that, or man's in the public eye, but like nah, bro, there's checks and balances, bro. Sign here and there. I need a voice note. I need it in writing. I need it in an email.
Nah, but you know what? You just bro. I feel like really you just know. Do you get what I'm saying? Like a girl would like her body language, how she like. There's just things that you just know that make that where she's either comfortable or she's not comfortable or whatever. And like, I just feel like sometimes people let their urges get in the way of all of that, because in their mind, they're not thinking about that. They're just thinking, I just need to just do this thing.
Man don't like being violated, even in the most minor of ways.
Word.
Remember back in the day where a man will get banged for just stepping on a man's shoe?
Yeah, of course.
Like, man don't like being violated, but somehow in some man's head, it will be okay for you to violate a woman in the worst way possible, to take her control of her body in the worst way possible. I don't fathom how you can think that's okay when men are so sensitive about violations towards them.
This is it. And that's why it kind of almost speaks to what you were saying before about like can't be comfortable with your friends saying certain things. Like, that was another thing that we sort of spoke about. Because I'm thinking to myself, I can't imagine any one of my brethren ringing me now and telling me, oh yeah, boom, like, went to this girl's yard, she wasn't really having it, I was trying to get her to do this, whatever. Bruv, imagine I nutted on her jumper.
Yeah.
I'm going to be like,
yeah, savagery.
bruv, that's a bit mad.
Yeah.
What do you mean you just did that? Like, what do you mean you just did that?
Conscious.
We need to be protective of our children, but also, like, not with that much of a difference though, really. If you're going to protect them, you might protect them in certain different scenarios.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Because the likelihood of a boy being sexually assaulted is a lot more slimmer than it is for a girl. So you're going to protect her differently in that sense. And also the chances of the girl being stabbed is probably going to be a lot more lower than a boy being stabbed. So you'd protect him differently. Do you get what I'm saying? But I think that, like, that's key to
my as I said, I know that my views are extreme.
Yeah.
But when you talk to a girl that sits in front of you, look like broken over these things, it's like like how in the Bible you have like BC and AD. So they say before Christ and after death. Yeah. It is like a timestamp in a girl's life when that happens to them.
Yeah.
It's like
it starts in school, don't it? Really.
It's like you're altering the course of their life. Like they'll live with that forever. I want my children to not have to go through that. Do you get what I'm saying? I'd rather hurt.
But
I'd rather hurt my boys. Like, let's say, me and you are boys, and I walk out the room and I take my daughter with me when I leave the room, and you're like, bro, how you gonna judge me like that, bro? And I was like, listen, this ain't personal, bro. This is widespread. Because I'd rather hurt your feelings than my youth's feelings. That's just how I see it.
I hear that still.
That's just how I see it. Have you got kids?
No, I don't have kids.
I ain't got kids, but I feel like when I will, that's the kind of love that I will, because like most of the people that I've ever spoken to, their parents have no idea.
At what age does that stop though?
Eh?
What age does that stop? If you was in a relationship with somebody, where is the place that you would not feel comfortable with them going? I'll give you a tee. I'll tee this up a little bit more. Having a conversation with someone that I know very well, and he was telling me that his girlfriend was going to Mexico. Yeah. And he said, and she was going around spring break. Yeah. So he didn't feel that comfortable about that, but he didn't tell her you can't go. He just said, like, I just feel like in a relationship, that's not particularly a place that I don't like. I just don't think it's a place that you go when you're in a relationship, because I feel if I went with my guys or whatever, it would be a problem. So it's fine. You can go. Like, it's not a problem, and I'll still love you and all of these type of things. It's only that, like, I had this thing up here. So if you've brought it down to here, instead of you raising it, go with your friends and I'll just lower mine. Yeah. So at least I know now that if I want to go to like Ibiza or I want to go Miami and I want to, you know what I mean, it's litty committee and that, I can go and do that.
Men need to get out of their head that we can control women. Women will do whatever they want to do whenever they want to do it. That's point number one. Point number two, nobody can tell me what I should accept as acceptable for how I believe someone should behave in a relationship with me. Nobody can. Like, I have views. If I feel like, say, that can't run in a relationship with me, I can feel like that if I want to. I just need to find somebody who feels the same way. The only choice we have is to pick. Like, people be jumping into relationships without asking questions. I ask questions. I want to know, what's your thoughts on this? How do you feel about that? You want to hear my thoughts? I ain't going on no lads' holidays to none of these Ibiza-ish kind of places if I'm in a relationship. And you ain't going to Cancun? I'm not gonna tell a girl she can't go to. I'm not gonna tell a girl she can't go to Cancun. Okay. I'm gonna find a girl that's cool with not going to Cancun. You gotta find somebody that's willing to dedicate themselves to tricking you into believing that you are the only person in the world. That's what I believe. You are not the only girl in the world, and I am not the only man in the world. But we are dedicated to tricking in each other into believing the illusion that you are. You like? Do you get what I'm saying? And
I'm all right. Can I just say I'm all right with a girl saying that somebody's all right looking?
I'm all right with that too. I'm all right with that too. But I'm alright with her saying that when she's already made me feel so good that Anthony Joshua can't take her from me.
Of course.
No one can take her from me.
Exactly.
Like when she said it, she's like, yeah, they're attractive, but you're my wind and my star and my moon and my heartbeat.
Exactly. You know, too much people end up getting themselves in situations that they were very uncomfortable about in the first place. Yeah. Getting into the situation with the person and then trying to change everything about them.
I just find the word uncomfortable hilarious. Imagine leaving a girl by saying, I'm very uncomfortable with the current state of affairs, so I'll be moving on.
Toxic masculinity.
But
you should always be able to say that.
That's what I say about relationships. You can't tell me what to prefer, bro.
Yeah.
You can't tell me what to prefer. Yeah. If I say I'm only getting with 12-toe chicks, if my chick ain't got 12 toes, I don't want her. I can say that if I want. Yeah. I ain't got nothing against girls, that post their flesh on Instagram all day, every day.
No, neither do I.
Do your thing.
Of course.
I will not get with you.
Okay, because that makes you feel uncomfortable.
Because I'm uncomfortable. You were in a bikini, but you weren't on the beach, and it made me uncomfortable.
So now a man's gonna get with a girl who shows her body on Instagram and all of that,
and he can't complain after that.
Then he's gonna try and change her. Your mouth. Now he's gonna try and tell her that she can't do that.
Yeah, shut
but
your
she
mouth.
was doing that before you were even in a relationship with her.
Because girls are perfect. If a girl can tell me I ain't getting with you because you don't fit my requirements, whether it's height or looks or you're too clapped or whatever the case may be, then I can say I only want 12-toe chicks. Yeah. I can say I don't want a girl that posts her flesh on Instagram that much. I ain't got nothing against you. Yeah. Like I've got female friends that I've told them I could never be with you.
Okay.
We are the closest of friends, but relationship wise, it can't work.
There's been situations where there was an extreme case of toxic femininity, actually. A girl told me that, you know what, her boyfriend was, she was going out with some guy or some shit like that, and then like some guy chiefed him up or something like that, and it made her feel like, rah, my man's a bit of a wimp still, and it turned her off. And I'm like, it's toxic femininity.
Nah, I hear that, bro. That's why I don't understand men that fight in front of their girls.
Yeah, that's crazy.
There's no man I'll fight in front of my girl.
No,
I don't,
crazy.
even if I feel like I got this.
100%.
The very potential of losing that and the girl has to like, pick up your jaw for you and all them kind of things.
Mental. Nah. The Gucci situation.
Yes.
Yeah, with the black face and that.
Yes.
Yeah. I have to, because I got a theory.
Yeah.
So just for people who don't know, Gucci has released some type of clothing line with this racist blackface from before, and there's been a bunch of different designers who have done this. The amount of free promotion that these artists give.
I think that Gucci headband. Like, why are you wearing a headband with a big GUCCI on it? I think that's dead. You confuse. Listen, bro. I'm too poor to speak on these matters yet, but I don't get it. I don't get it. The word Gucci ain't so banging that I'm gonna have it in big bold. They ain't even trying to splice up like the font. It's Roman numerals bare across your brain, bro.
When you deep it, Gucci actually just sounds shit, don't it? I don't even think the name sounds good. The quality of some of the stuff is good though, if you ask me. It's one thing wearing it, but it's the difference between wearing it and promoting it.
But what about it's gonna become lame to wear it? Right now, if I see you in some Gucci,
next thing will come up.
I think it's whack. I'm just saying, if I see you some Gucci for the next 3 to 4 months, if I see you in some Gucci, I think you ain't really right. Like when I saw Floyd Mayweather walking into that Gucci shop, when they're explaining to him that they're disrespecting our people,
he just refused to get it.
Yeah, but like I looked at him and I thought, waste man. I think Floyd Mayweather.
Can I tell you this? Yeah.
Been 40.
Did you ever watch Little Britain? Did you ever remember that?
Yeah, I remember Little Britain.
Do you know who Floyd Mayweather is? The only gay in the village. He's the guy who wants to be the only gay in the village. The reason why I say that, in that same video, I don't know if you saw, the man said, could you give any investment tips? Or like, he said, I ain't giving no one nothing. I ain't giving no investment tips. You got to get it on your own. You got to do this I can't stand people like that.
Floyd Mayweather is an insecure waste man that has Jay-Z money, but is not looked at as Jay-Z, and he's wondering why. And that's because he has not, like, Floyd Mayweather, I think he's a clown.
I do love to watch Floyd Mayweather do certain things, but I do think to myself, don't you ever get bored of this?
Would you be Floyd Mayweather? Not you in Floyd Mayweather's shoes. Would you be Floyd Mayweather? Because with all that money, I'd rather be me than him. He don't look happy. My man don't look happy.
If you're saying
you don't get to be you. You don't get to have your personality. You have to be him.
Nah, fuck that. Nah, fuck that. I could not.
I look at Floyd, he like I wouldn't be Floyd, bro.
Fuck
He,
that.
my man just looks insecure. All that money, mad insecure.
Yeah.
No sense of self, just insecure. He's still like he don't even. I don't even get his pursuit of money is crazy. He's in the ring fighting that
Chinese don.
Chinese don for money. You rich? What's wrong? What is wrong with